DJ Boyson, and alongside him it's on the slicks for Lanfear.
Yeah, then we've got Byron Mitchell and Andre Lariche, and taking up his position there in the 49 is Richard Carr with the Snap-on sponsorship. Luan van Heerden, this guy has done very, very well today. Either he is a wet weather master, or they've done a bit of work to that 28 car of his. And if that's the case, he's showing everybody how good he actually can be. Then we've got the Repsol car, that is Zane Munson. Cyril Somerville there on his outside, and joining us for race number 2 is Darren Liebenberg, followed there by Ben Jack Phillips. The lights are off, and away they go for Formula Libre, race number 2. And it's a lovely start off the line there by DJ Boyson and by Storm Lanfear as they work their way into turn number 1. Working their way through one. Then we've got the rest of the Formula V's coming out of turn number 1. They've been led there by Byron Mitchell. Right behind him is Andre Lariche, and right behind him we have got Richard Carr. Then it is Luan van Heerden being chased down up on the inside there by Zane Munson. Kelly Fletcher is in the house as well, followed there by Darren Liebenberg. Behind Liebenberg is Cyril Somerville, followed there by Ben Jack Phillips, and Wynand de Ridder is the last man out of turn 2.
Well, Mitchell was the man on pole in the Formula V section. He leads it away now through turn 3. And then it's Andre Lariche that will be just behind him there, fending off from Richard Carr at the moment. So a good clean start from everybody. Good to see Darren Liebenberg back in as well. He'll be battling it out for Class C honours with Cyril Somerville in this particular race. 12 of them out there in all. They go down the back straight now and head towards turn 5. That's the Boyson Reynard that will go into Pertamina Fastron. Oh, a little bit tricky through that section as well. Goes a bit wide, but not much under pressure now at the moment as they complete the first of 8 laps.
Yeah, working their way out of turn number 5. Starting another lap is DJ Boyson. Right behind him is the race driver SA entry of Storm Lanfear as they work their way into turn number 1. Here comes the leader of the Formula V's, and that is Byron Mitchell that sits there in that 3rd position. Here comes a gaggle of V's across the line, and Andre Lariche right there with him up on his inside. He has got Richard Carr as they all work their way out of turn number 1. Kelly Fletcher's in there. Then we've got the Class C Formula V of Darren Liebenberg, and right behind him is Zane Munson and Luan van Heerden as that group of Formula V's, and then the Class C Formula M work their way out of turn 2.
Yeah, it was Richard Carr was briefly ahead of Andre Lariche, but that first turn, he took that position right back. That's 2nd in the Formula V class, 4th overall at the moment. And then Fletcher will find herself in 4th in class, 6th overall, ahead of Liebenberg, who leads Class C in car number 26 at the moment, 0.3 of a second ahead of another Formula V pair of Munson and Van Heerden. Somerville will find himself in 10th, 2nd in Class C, ahead of Ben Jack Phillips and Wynand de Ridder as they go down the back straight now.
Well, with that lot working their way down the back straight, the leaders coming under the Wingfield Motors instead of Cape Town Bridge, DJ Boyson, and he will do a 124.9 as he works his way into turn number 1. He's the quickest man out there with a 124.974 by DJ Boyson. Heading towards us now under the set of Cape Town Bridge is your Formula V leader, that is Byron Mitchell, as he works his way all on his own into turn 1, and then behind him, heading into turn 1, is this gaggle of cars, and they are choosing different racing lines as they work their way into turn 1.
Yeah, Darren Liebenberg that will head them into that section then, and right behind Liebenberg will be Lariche, will be Carr, will be Fletcher, as well as Byron Mitchell sprints away ahead of them, and on his own, very lonely indeed, almost, is DJ Boyson with a 124.974, his fastest lap, and 4.7 seconds ahead of Storm Lanfear.
Working their way through the kink towards turn 3, towards Interceptor corner. Here they come. There's about 5 of them that's working their way out of Interceptor, and that group has been led there by Darren Liebenberg. He has got Andre Lariche right in there behind him as you see them work their way through. Sarel van der Merwe sweep. There Lariche goes down the back main. Liebenberg is right there with them. Then as they go down the back straight, they've got Kelly Fletcher. And here comes Richard Carr sitting up on the inside of Fletcher as they work their way into turn 5 into Fostron.
He switched to the outside line there, Frankie. We'll see them go through. Darren Liebenberg, Kelly Fletcher dives on the inside of Andre Lariche. Will Richard Carr follow? He could even take two of them. No, he won't at the moment. But yeah, they go all the way down to the start-finish line. And side by side now for Kelly Fletcher and Andre Lariche as they go underneath the Wingfield Motors City of Cape Town Bridge. They'll charge it now to turn 1. Kelly Fletcher will have the inside line and should poke a nose ahead of Andre Lariche there, but he keeps a hold there on the outside with Richard Carr diving on the inside as they come out now. But I think what happens is he'll have to wait a little bit longer to try and make some sort of a move as they're going to 2.
Working their way into turn number 2 now. And look at Carr, he goes very deep. As he locked up, he's going to lose a lot of ground there to Fletcher. And Fletcher gets attacked there by Lariche. And through the kink. And it's Lariche that gets his nose ahead of Kelly Fletcher. They're not pulling away from Richard Carr that made that mistake. Working his way into turn number 2. Not too far behind them is Luan van Heerden and Zayna Munson. They're heading now towards turn 3 Interceptor as well. But that group of Formula V's is making its way out of turn number 4. However, Byron, I'm looking at this down the back straight. Your Formula V leader heading into turn 5, that is Byron Mitchell. Look, he's right on his case there. It's the Class C Formula M car of Darren Liebenberg working their way out of turn 5 Fostron.
Yeah, Wynand Doretta gets out of the way. He's had a lap put on him now in that green machine. But yeah, they come now down the straight. It's going to be off the racing line for Darren Liebenberg as they cross the line. And he's really been motoring it there in that 636 Kawasaki engine Formula M as they go into turn 1 now. And he'll be ahead there of Byron Mitchell. But Byron Mitchell is in a different class, remember. He is going for those honors and he is 7.6 seconds ahead of Andre Lariche as they cross the line right now. Kelly Fletcher in 3rd in class, but falling into the clutches of Richard Carr, only half a second back over the line.
As we stay with this group of cars working its way now towards a turn number 2, it's Lariche, it's Fletcher, and it is Carr that's working their way out of turn 2. Different lines coming out of Quarry Corner as they work their way through the kink, and Richard Carr's made up a position. He gets his nose ahead of Kelly Fletcher as they exit turn 3 Interceptor corner.
4 laps, 3 laps now left to go as Boyson crosses the line with a 1:22.978, his fastest lap. 6.1 seconds between himself and Storm Lanphier, who actually gets the fastest lap now, Frankie, and it is 0.8 of a second faster than DJ Boyson.
Yep.
Remember, he's on slick tires on a drying track. Boyson is on wet tires.
On a drying track, and that's what you want. He's done a 1:22.120 as a Storm Lanphier, and they are working their way through the kink towards Interceptor corner, and Storm Lanphier will be storming away, excuse the pun, because he will have missile lock there on the Dyco VW Reynard of Boyson as the two of them work their way towards turn number 4.
Yeah, DJ Boyson's just going to have to watch out now not to overheat the rubber on that wet weather tire. The tire rubber is softer than that of these slicks, but we'll watch them as they come along, and it's 0.8 the last time out now. What will it be next time? Darren Liebenberg, though, he is currently in 3rd position, 29.5 seconds off our 2 at the front, basically, but he is not in the same league as them. He is now riding for those Class C honours as Boyson comes down now once again, and they're putting laps. I think it was Phillips they're getting past.
No, that was Cyril Somerville. Yeah, it was Cyril Somerville that they put a lap on as they worked their way into turn number 1. Now they put a lap there on Wynand Doretta. He keeps right out to win another fastest lap by Storm Lanphier, a 1:20 dead, 1:20.009 to be exact.
And he brought the gap down over the last 2 laps now from 6.1 seconds, Frankie, to 2.7. He's on the move, is Storm Lanphier. There, he was quite a bit quicker. He was about 2.3, 2.4 seconds faster than DJ Boyson.
There's a lap and a half to go. As a matter of fact, he can visually see him They're going up the Tigerberg Straight towards turn number 4 and into Saddle Sweep, and Lanfear is not far behind him. They've got a back marker, and then you see there's the two of them. That is a Benjack Phillips that they're putting a lap on as these two Class S cars storm down the back straight, excuse the pun once again, towards Fostron Corner, turn 5.
Just a turn 5 to go, and then one more lap after that, a 1:20.009, the fastest lap of the race for Storm Lanfear. He has been fastest in Sector 1, in Sector 2 as well, all purple sectors. He's going quick. Here comes Boyson across the line now. Boyson put in a 1:19.441, a 1:18.6 for Storm Lanfear.
Man, we've got to stay with them. This is the flag lap. This is the last lap. They're working their way out of turn number 1, and they're going to pick up a fight between Zyne Munson and Luan van Heerden. It's a Munson ahead of van Heerden, and these two bombard them going into turn number 2. Oh, Storm Lanfear has arrived. They've got 2/3 of a lap to go. I'm led to believe that Boyson might be on wet weather tires, and Lanfear is not. If that's the case, and surely it must be, can DJ survive a half a lap? Up the Tigerberg Straight they go. This is a lovely fight for Class S in the two VW Reynards. Down the back straight they move now, working their way out of turn 4, the double right-hander. Byron, it's all going to count in turn 5 into Fostron.
Oh, it's still wet down the back straight, Frankie. He's going to try and cool those tires down now, Boyson. He'll try and find the little bits of puddles there, but it's too late, I think. What happens is on the outside is Storm Lanfear as they go to Pertamina Fastron. He actually might make it, DJ Boyson. It's all down to the straight now.
Out of Fostron Corner they come. There's nobody ahead of him. Richard Carr starts another lap. Here they go. Boyson puts the car in the center, and DJ Boyson has done just enough to take the checkered flag ahead there of Storm Lanfear, who, by the way, posted another fastest lap at the end with a 1:18.648.
Well, we wait now. Zyne Munson comes through. Remember those guys? He's 8th and 9th positions here for himself and Luan van Heerden. Benjack Phillips comes through in 10th position. They are all still fighting it out at the front there as well. Remember, Byron Mitchell will come surely now to take victory in the Formula V section. I first think, though, it's going to be Cyril Somerville that will come through in the Libre Molly car and cross the line in 11th spot.
Yeah, he's a lap down.
Wynand de Ridder has also been lapped as well. Who will now, here comes Liebenberg, Frankie, comes towards the line to win Class C in the Formula M.
That is a very fast little Formula M car. And then behind him is your Formula V winner in car 21. Byron Mitchell brings it home in P1 in class. Way down the road from all the other Formula Vs.
And then Andre Lariche will be battling it out. Well, he wasn't battling it out, as a matter of fact. He'll come across the line with nobody else close behind him. That will be in 5th position, 2nd overall. Second in class, I should rather say. Kelly Fletcher will get 3rd in this Formula V race as far as the class is concerned, yes. But overall, it will be 6th position. Richard Carr, who was once part of that battle, he comes to the line in 7th position. And all 11 almost have finished, because here comes Wynand de Ridder, who will come to the line and having completed another race.
Right, let's have a look and see. Where is a Munson? Here they come, and no, they're finished. They've taken the checkered flag. They are 1 lap down. I just see the cars pull there into the pit area. But there was a great dice, though, between Zyne Munson and Luan van Heerden, and Munson beat him by 9/10 of a second at the checkered flag. Sure. There was some good stuff in the Formula Vs and Formula Libres. And what a race by DJ Boyson and Storm Lanfear. And DJ must have been praying, I just need some wet puddles out there to keep these tires cool.
Yeah, it's something to think about, Frankie. When we saw them on the grid, of course, DJ Boyson on the wet weather tire, and on the slick Storm Lanfear. And also Tiny also noticed down the back straight how DJ Boyson was weaving to cool down the rubber. And he just made it in the end, a 10th of a second between himself and Storm Lanfear. But a valiant effort from Storm Lanfear, a 1:18.648 compared to a 1:20.457 on the last lap.
Yeah, and Storm just lost out by 0.145 of a second. That is, as Byron says, just under or just over a tenth of a second that he lost out to Storm. But that was Formula Libre, race number 2.